Hello guys, my name is Kaliyoshi and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Pokémon Legends Arceus for Nintendo Switch. In the last video we left off getting this very obnoxious theme that has been going on and other stuff that is the wisps of this game, and if I am to be honest, it's probably been one of the most difficult things to do so far, if not the most difficult thing we've had to do so far. The setup is not easy for it, and some of the stuff that we've had to battle, it's just gotten really ridiculous. So, to start off the battle, I'm just gonna run with this guy up through the intended mainland and back into this area first. I'm doing this as a way to spice things up, because I haven't gone through here in a while and I'd like to do it again. This is where we of course fought the last trainers in the game, or at least where we found them. Oh, it seems this area is sacred. Apparently entering it causes you to be banned from using the fight. At least at that spot. And also, yeah, okay, this entire area is sealed in. If I could use it as an easy way to get up, and I still kind of can do it, but not quite as good as I thought. Alright. Alright, then back down we go. Interesting that there's nothing in here but iron chunks. I think the chunks can be gotten pretty easily. And yeah, this whole area also has a barrier. So I'm gonna take into mention where exactly the barrier is, so I figure out where that is. And this is the new area I'm going to start from when doing the up and down strategy and stuff. Might do some magic sword as well. And thanks to some magic sword, we already got a lot of wisps in the area. Oh great, not this again. I just went through all the setup to get through other stuff, and then it just rains. That just kind of ruins the entire thing. Entire setting, whatever. We're gonna rest to get rid of it. It also will randomly just do it twice in a row. Okay, snow is not quite as bad, I think. In fact, snow gives way more visibility than rain. So I'll take snow, let's be honest. If anything, it helps bring in more ice Pokemon. I also realized, since hail can appear randomly, that means I should consider checking out specific Pokemon that may appear that have to do with the weather, particularly hail. Hail is one of the trickier weathers to get, and it tends to spawn in some ice types, so if you don't have many ice types, look for hail and you might just get lucky enough to come across that. Okay, that is a pretty large barrier. I'm using this as a way to scout out where the barrier is, just to show how exactly high I can go and how low I can go before it'll ask me to do other stuff. I will say that my thing was kind of correct. The visibility is quite a bit better. And also this area is partially a zone. Good to know. These cliff tops are the biggest things I have to look at. Oh, there's our Gilgars and Gliscors down there. There are still some other Pokemon that'll show up in all the verse. Alright, that's the corner of that map. this where this was, quote unquote was, now it's gone. I will say the up and down in this area is severely limited at certain points because of other stuff. Oh, we found that Mega Zone thing. I think to even get close to and battle some of those, we might just have to catch them by doing other stuff. I guess I haven't shown this off much. Let's just, like, do this. That, because Coordinate Highlands has a lot of mountains and other stuff, we won't just be using Weasel and the other characters, or I guess just Braviary. We're gonna... We'll be using way more than just Braviary. In fact, we'll be using probably Sneasler quite a bit to climb the hills, which means more often than not, we'll probably switch between Sneasler and Braviary instead. This is back in the area where we had to go, right? Let's walk through this normally. Climb up to see if I find something there. Good grief. Well, doesn't look like there's something there, that's for sure. And of course, whenever I find a wisp, I will immediately pick it up before I forget its location. It's just my way of progressing. Alright. I might have to dive a bit more to look at our stuff, even if it is just for a split second. Since there's tends to be a lot of stuff lower down on the lower areas and stuff on the higher areas. I could have sworn I saw something. Looking around now, doesn't seem to be anything. One thing I could do to save time on this once it does get into later sections is just... No, that's what I already saw. Getting more around here is where I actually wanted to explore. Here's the problem with up and down exploring. If you make a mistake with it, it gets really confusing to remember exactly where your character went the last time. Well, oh, here's a wisp. Just checking for any down here. Nope. Well, to this wisp we go. Oh, did not mean to go and Sneasler that early. It's fine. Get away from that guy before he uses a move. Because it'd be very bad indeed if he ever did get a chance to use a move. Nope. Did not mean to press the Maya button there, but that happens a lot with these. I could have sworn I missed something over there. Oh, hello, this is the area where the Luxray is. Anyway, on a different note, we have to climb some more. No point in using area here if I just have to climb a long distance. Climb up all this. And see that there's nothing here. I'm going to probably be looking back a lot on this one in particular. I like how once you hold a direction, as long as you don't press down or left, you can move the stick freely and still have maybe go in the right direction about every time, which I like. Some games aren't like that. Some games, they reset their position. I need to remember, by the way, that that zone that we just passed over there has terrain. That's too much. Oh, perfect again. This is the second time that's happened right now. I should start looking behind this. This is where most of the wisps appear anyway. Oh, great. Alright. Well, it takes a little bit for them to actually despawn. So I'll explore at least that middle bit, so I don't necessarily have to explore that later. We'll do that, and I guess we'll get rid of the snow now. I think Cornet Island is probably one of the worst zones of the game for weather in general. It tends to snow or rain more often than not here, from the looks of it. Alright. Didn't quite get up all the way while checking it properly, so I have to make that up by going back to the area I believe to be close to the other zone, which is probably around here, and then go down from here. I think I remember that main zone. Okay, now I remember. It was that thing over there. Now I should be on track again. I'm gonna keep going in this direction. Oh yeah, that's right. I used that cave as a landmark. That's another thing to think about. If you are gonna stop on a certain area, then using a cave as a landmark will help out. Oh, and if you're wondering why in the last episode I think I mentioned a couple of things, why exactly I didn't do a specific thing like you expected or some other stuff. I think I mentioned a couple of things in the video. Well, I said I wasn't really doing as much gameplay as I feel like I should be on this game because I was busy playing World of Warcraft. Yeah, I got back into that again. The classic World of Warcraft phenomenon is once someone starts playing and they can't stop playing, then that lures their friends over to do that, and then lures their own friends to do it. It's just crazy. That just happens all the time on World of Warcraft. And the reason why World of Warcraft does that really well is because it's so easy to play. And you remember that I do have a playthrough on YouTube, but it's not quite the same. It's not retail at all. In fact, it's the World of Warcraft Classic, which is also known better as Vanilla, the game's very first release. Better known as Hard Mode, World of Warcraft, because pretty much everything is harder in that game. But the challenge was definitely worth it most of the time. This is around the area I want to be anyway. Oh, I found a Gudra. It's the first time seeing that in a while. But yeah, that's what I've been doing for a while, so yeah. Oh no. And it's also, Dad really wanted to start a new character together, which is a big thing that a lot of people do in World of Warcraft, starting new characters together. Since questing together is much more fun usually than questing by yourself. Of course, since I am doing the challenging classic and some quests require multiple players, you'll probably see me get tons of help from many players, because let's be honest, World of Warcraft is Very difficult in its classic form. Very difficult to beat without getting help at all. Have people done it? Probably, but not exactly everyone. More often than not, it seems. I like how this music is like the... Once you go to a certain point, it plays the Mount Cornet theme instead of the actual theme of the area. I am gonna start diving a bit more, particularly just to get a quick look at the area. Because I already got so many of the whiffs, it's not as much to look for, unfortunately. It's a good thing they're kind of easy to locate due to their obvious standout cover. There's also some other spots I thought there would be one, which I went to and found quite a few wisps before. Let's look in here. I don't think I looked fully in here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything there. We might land in the water. This'll be a first. Or not. Okay, we didn't land in the water. Again, since this area has a lot of cliffs, we'll be using Caesar quite a bit. Just to get up them. Oh, there's one. Again. Oh yeah, this is where it gets really quick too. Oh, hello. I'm actually gonna come back for that one a little bit after I check this zone. Of course, then I say that, and then I usually forget after that. That pretty much takes care of that edge. The edge on this is quite weird, I will say. No, I did not mean to. Alright. Ooh, jeez. Cough nearly caused me to go off a braviary there. Sheesh, if that's the case, then that's one powerful cough. Oh my gosh, where in the world am I going? Can I just lock myself onto a direction that isn't like that? Oh yeah, I knew something was up. I went too far right the one time. So I missed a wisp back here. Three wisps left. What's funny is I'm pretty sure I flew through this area and I missed it because I forgot about other stuff. I guess I rather missed it because I hit the cliff so soon that I kind of skipped past that segment. Okay, now I recognize this more. Now I'm kind of back on the spot where I should be. Use Weird Deer for just a bit. Oh great, it just turned. Always so annoying when that happens. Time to go back to Nightfall. I like how I say annoying and that, like, I can't avoid that because it always does that at some point. Okay, now I remember where I am. I don't like this, so just to be safe, I'll go a bit more further right this time. Make sure I get to the right zone. Oh wow, I'm holding a dash button. Whoop. That was close, almost fell down. I'll go around that if it means so. See, now I'm going a bit too far over. I don't know what's happening. I was actually around the spot I wanted to be anyway. That was a rare Pokemon I just skipped, but whatever, I have not much time anyway. Oh, this looks way familiar. You know what? I'm done with doing that from the edge. I'm gonna start from the edge and make my way back through that way. Let's see if I can figure out where I need to go by that. Oh, speaking of which, we found a hidden spot to the right, which probably has a wisp because when a spot looks this far out of the way, it usually means that there's something there. Funnily enough, that's not it, but instead we find this, okay, this is a galaxy other. Your choice of path shows a certain kind of single-minded decision. I have a recipe perfectly suited to you. What? Ooh. You literally talking to this guy gives you an item. Okay, well that was definitely worth it. I don't think I've seen that happen before, so that's something new. Seems the only way you could get to this place is by using Caesar to climb the spot, and then figuring out that by going to a specific spot, you find this little hidden area down the right, and right next to that is an hour wisp. Ooh. Now just 2 wisps to go. I like how, after all this, there's still extra spots that we don't know about. And apparently, we can go to this water as well. Alright, that whole area is barricaded off. Oh. Can't go far that way either. Whatever. This is a bit awkward to figure out the last bit. So you either have to go for the water over there, or you go for other stuff up here. Lonely Sprain, oh boy. We've passed for this area like hundreds of times in our playthrough. And that fixes that problem. Alright. Okay, now I'm back on the right track here. I could swear I saw this somewhere. Okay, I'm going backwards and doing this loop a couple more times. Alright, now I'm more around the spot I want to be. We gone for the camp for the first time. That's a good sign that we've probably already done end for year a couple of times. Alright. That confirms that we probably missed a couple of them again. I'm doing this a bit quicker to make this a bit more interesting. Once I do hit a few of them left and I don't have any more to get, I'll probably stop doing this strategy. Also, I forgot to do the edge strategy, right? I should definitely do that in this next one. Oh, there's a Truby breakout. Remember when I said that I want that? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for that. Thank you very much. I've been waiting a while, actually, for a rare breakout to occur. And of course, because of this new effect setup, there are more to go through. Where's it actually happening in? Heartwood, of course, which is where they spawn anyway. Because it's a mass outbreak, probably most of these trees are at least shaking, to imagine. I like how, although this is supposed to be a mass outbreak of them, I haven't found a single one that I know of. Odd. I'm going this more on the ground, by the way, so I can just efficiently look at the trees a bit quicker. Dang it, where's the shaking when you need it? The one time I go for this, the one time it supposedly has what a Cherubi, and I think there's not a single tree is shaken yet. Yeah. Goodness, and here I was thinking this would be, there would be plenty of trees to hit and plenty of other stuff to hit. And yes, Cherubi and its friend Cherub can all only be found by shaking trees, and if there's no trees to shake, then that's really bad. Okay, the nighttime boys are gone, the daytime boys have arrived. Alright, Good grief. Not even a single tree seems to be shaking. Ugh. That's literally the worst luck that could have happened. So if you didn't know, Cherubi only comes when you shake certain cheese and other stuff. And I'm gonna use that to get all of its battle effects done. But for no reason or another, they just chose not to appear there. And that's very bad because when you don't get a certain tree to appear, the only way you could reset it is by going back into the area and reloading. Only then will the trees come back. Because the trees actually spawn, I found this out, they spawn on a set cycle each time you enter and re-enter the area. And so do the breakouts apparently as well. So effectively, that was the most useless Cherim breakout I've ever seen in my life. In fact, I've never had that happen in a while. That is just so bad. Thanks again for letting me a hand with getting that photo of Baneri last time. Everyone in Vilchla. I would get your help on another little test, in fact. Would you take a look at this? Robert Uriel, you say, the thing I was so close to, yeah, I had no idea that it was even there when the photo was being taken. At this, I can't even say certain where it's a Pokemon or something else entirely. If you recognize this thing as although as some Pokemon that truly exist out there in the wild, I'd like to see it. I'm sure you'd have your LS. That's probably Duskull. Alright. And then after all that, there's not even a single breakout. I think that's the most unluckiest to truly breakout I've seen. Which is bad because if I had actually shaken a tree in that specific area, Cherubi likely would have popped immediately. Given how high that rate actually is, but one thing I'm gonna do instead of just doing other stuff right away is actually wait, no, I don't want to do that. Let's sweep to make it nightfall. Now because this is a Baster Icelands, it'll be a bit different. In fact, the Icelands are much more brutal. Because the Icelands are snow, it'll always be sneezing or other stuff. There's not a good way to figure it out. Also, I just realized if I do find something on a particular route, I could use tags as a way to remember that it's there. But anyways, we're back at the Pearl Clan area, and so we're gonna go here. Hello, Rydia. Hello, Yoshi. I was just about to go find you and tell you about this precious, incredible precious thing I found. I'm curious, Tenwise? I'm curious. As you should be. There isn't a single person in all of vast history who would be interested in treasure. Before I show you, can you guess what I want to do? You want to battle, probably. Exactly. I want to be able to achieve feats like yours, like what you did atop Lord Quinnet. Now give me yourself one moment. I need to center myself. Interesting. She's going to apparently play a flute to quote-unquote get himself center before we battle him. This tells me this is gonna be a tougher battle. Or not. I don't know. My partners and I are gonna get stronger and travel across this wild world. Okay. Okay, we can use Flash Cannon on this. Go for that. Easy. Getting rid of the big one this time, so I can more easily deal with the others. As you can see, Espeon is incredibly fast. It often goes 2 turns before I can even get one. Let's just go for it. Oh, he got the tail strong. Slammed him. Alright. Furion's kind of mixed, by the way. I mentioned how Furion is probably one of the weaker, I'm not sure if I said this yet, but Furion's one of the weaker of the EV types to take down. But I think it's supposed to have like really good defense or something, like special defense, since it's I usually use the special attack, so special defense maybe, but who knows. I'm under Yoshi. Are there people even stronger than you out in the world with Pokemon stronger than yours? I'll have to find out myself, I suppose. Here, the treasure I promised you. Alright. Nice. I've told this one spawn to the founder of the Pearl Clan. It's somehow connected to the sinner, by Palkia, So Palkia is with you now. I'll trust the Master Scope to you too. Thank you, Yoshi, for everything. Alright. Okay, here goes another one. Hey, you're a member of the Galaxy Team's Survey Corps, right? I heard you're studying Pokemon and making some kind of book about them. Does it mean you also study my beloved Bergamite? Of course. What? I can't allow that. That means you know more about Bergamite than I do, right? So convinced that nobody loves or understands Bergamite more than I do. Once you complete its entry in its book, come show me. Bergamite's #1 fan in history. I'll make sure you haven't missed any details. You completed Bergamite's entry? To do, what to look, and then I don't want to look. Ah, fine, I'll have a look. Oh, I see. No way, really? I didn't know that. You did a good job. I particularly like how you made note of Bergamot's height and weight. This entry shows that you took the time to get to know many Bergamite and study them with a passion. Everything you wrote already, of course. What? It's true? I'm the one who knows all there is to know about Bergamite after all. But I really did really enjoy reading the entry you made about Bergamite. Essentially, a book might be complete. Hope you spend more time studying Bergamite. Alright. More of these. Seems nothing but Burmese is appearing so far. Alright. A particular quest I missed in doing this, and a couple of other things, involved getting a camp set up here, so we're gonna go here. I came to set up another base camp, but I don't spy Craig for the construction corps. Till to the base of the falls here in the Alabaster Icehead, so where is he? He's not the type that usually get lost, so I'm honestly a bit late. Do me a favor, would you find Craig for me? Alright, I guess we're looking for him now. You'd think he couldn't have gotten far. I'll just walk up this hill and to the right to see if I find him here. Whoa. I need to go kind of fast at some of the ghost types. Some of them can be a bit annoying to get away from. I don't know where exactly this one might be. So I'm looking through that instead. This temple. Nothing. I think I'm gonna look at this based off of the... Nice. I'm not sure what I'll do with this zone, by the way. Zone map. The Almaster Icelands has snow almost everywhere. It's almost impossible to look around and find stuff right away. As for Craig itself, it seems we're not getting any help in terms of other stuff. I guess I'm just gonna look through and see if I can find him. And in the meanwhile, while I wait, I'm gonna look at some other spots. I understand, by the way, that I think I mentioned that I found a earlier card called Sora F-Scene. I was really just excited at the time. I think Sora's actually a bit more common than I thought. It is technically considered a decently rare one now. Oh, good grief. Now, of course, this area has multiple ones. There's the Zorua. Oh, great, I went the wrong way. Wrong cave in particular. My guess is unless something weird happened, that dude fell in a cave. So now I'm just figuring out whether he fell in one cave or another. Let's be honest, that is probably what happened. Because I'd be surprised if they didn't fall down a cave somehow. That's not where the ice cave is. Okay, that was not the good ice cave. Let's check here instead. And if not, we'll do some ground rounds with Wordeer to try and find him. Oh, that's a Alpha Zorua. So these ice caves, these only ice caves are actually one of their more common spots, actually. Well, it's not like they're rare, it's more like they can only be found in these areas instead. Right, this is where I got my Glaceon, because there's an Iceock in this cave. By the way, this cave is absolutely massive, did I tell you that? I'm trying to look around for stuff and just not finding anything. Okay, Mischievous doesn't seem interested in battling. Okay, can confirm, though, Hunter here either. This is worse than I thought. Oh, I saw another Zorua, I think, over there. What believed to be another Zorua. I honestly don't know where he's gone. He is not the type to get lost, I know, but why? Where in the world did he actually go? That's confusing. Alright, whatever, I'll just follow the main path and see if I can find him. What am I doing? I keep on moving that stabber right when I mean to move it over here. There's a chain lane, that's new. I like how just coming in contact with certain Pokemon causes do some other stuff. Well, that setup was extremely awkward. Oh, hello. There's a Wisp. I don't know how that appeared there. You asked me, I guess. I don't know what else to do. The rest till nightfall. No specific razor, I know. Oh, okay. Well, it looks like there can't be sometimes will no be any liver, and sometimes. Okay. Wait, if he has to come this way, then that tells me he might have gotten lost on the way. Somehow. Because somehow he messed up and then he ended up in the middle of one of these passages somewhere. Right, because you go on this passage to go out, and unless you know exactly where you're going, you might not necessarily find your way that easily. This is quite odd, honestly, the fact that it's taken this long just to find a single character. It's just ridiculous. I've checked practically all the cave entrances. Since he's not there, he'll have to be other stuff, and it's very unlikely for him to not be on the ground somewhere, so I'm looking around basically the main area, at least the first area you go in, which is the zone actually before that, and this middle zone over here, since that's likely where he gets lost. It could also be that he's exploring a completely different area outright, but anyways, I'm exploring any area on the ground. I'm collecting us as I go. I don't think I've done it like this in a while. In fact, I usually do other stuff. Maybe something tells me he's purposely ignored us to go to one of the ruins. Maybe he's even in Snowpoint Temple. I haven't actually checked that out yet. I should think about checking the Snowpoint Temple before something happens. This is gonna be a long climb. Whoa. That was weird. I stopped for a second trying to climb this thing. Now I'm suddenly on the top here. From what I figured out, I'm guessing he is actually at Snow Point Temple, because I swear the last time I checked him, he was somewhere in the ruins. Well, I guess that means I'm going here next. Alright, the Pearl Ruins. Now I remember, this is the area with no mounts. This is not a fun area to go for, especially if there are any alphas in here, which there always is one. Unless I want to do other stuff. I'll have to probably battle almost everything, or get away from some of them. I could get away from most of them by just doing this loop for the side. Remember how I said I wouldn't return to these ruins? Technically, they do have some rare Pokemon in here, so I have returned just to see if I can find him somewhere. This guy, dude, man, he's kind of eluded me for a while. Of course, I've already opened all the doorways, so it'd be interesting if he actually did get this far, but I'm checking here because I think the last time he had some other stuff. By the way, this is what happens if you try and go through. See, this is what I talked about. They always hit you. They're also kind of quick too. I didn't even see what he is. But, okay, it looks like it's not as bad as I thought. It was really just dodge and do other stuff. It's just a bit slower than usual because you can't just run to get away. You have to get knocked down there in particular. I like how for some reason that knockdown doesn't do any damage to you, but it still knocks you down. It's definitely scarier because unlike other stuff, you will have to get knocked down at least once, and you usually get at least one move in before you do stuff. Right. Thankfully, though, Gallade didn't follow me from what it seems. Oh, I just realized something. When I checked this zone, I didn't even check up top. There was this whole other area up top that I didn't even know existed. I just went in thinking that there was no other step. And also, after all that, it's not even a thing that you can do. Well, I guess this is a cool view and all, but it's not fun when I can't find the other stuff. Alright, about the only way I'm gonna find him now because of that. Okay, so if you return to the same area as before, that's how you re-find a Braviary. Although there's trees there, we can't go farther. Well, because we couldn't find the other stuff, nor could we find Craig, the only thing left to do is slowly explore the area bit by bit again. Honestly, this doesn't make a big deal. We still have to get the West anyways. So I guess we'll just look for Craig using the height advantage and or West to find stuff. I'll start by exploring the edges as always. Don't worry about the caves, by the way. I already explored them multiple times. I think I even said that. I've explored one quite a few times already. And honestly, that's about it for this video, too. I'm sorry if this is getting boring, but West farming is one of the hardest things to do in this game. So, yeah, it's gonna take a little while. If you guys enjoy, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.